Get ready to uncover the most incredible, creative, and even dangerous exploits as we count down the top 10 most incredible hacks that changed the world forever. Number 10, the very first hack. It's 1903. The cream of London's scientific elite gathers to witness a technological breakthrough. Picture this. A packed auditorium at the Royal Institution. John Ambrose Fleming is taking center stage to present a revolutionary new idea. Secure and private wireless communication for the first time ever. But little does anyone know, a phantom is lurking in the shadows, waiting to disrupt the entire show. Enter Neville Maskelyne, magician, inventor, and soon-to-be world's first wireless hacker. Neville's cyber sorcery, in fact, comes from his magic, where he's tamed wireless technology to perform tricks such as mind reading with Morse code and even remotely igniting gunpowder. Neville, using his wireless wits, hijacks the signal to now completely own the show and hurls insults at Fleming over the so-called secure and private messaging channel, causing a complete uproar in the audience and publicly destroying Fleming's reputation. What would you have said to Fleming? Leave a message in the comments for him. Number 9, cracking the code of war. Code breaking is a delicate dance of logic and intuition, but during World War II, this dance is a matter of life and death. Imagine being trapped in a room filled with whirring machines and cryptic messages, trying desperately to solve a seemingly unbreakable code. If you fail, your life is over, and time is almost up. Every decoded message reveals vital intel on enemy troop movements, naval vessel locations, and even entire battle plans. A team of brilliant minds works tirelessly around the clock in this war of codes, ciphers, and cryptic messages, slowly and painfully cracking away. It is described as being the most excruciating, exasperating, agonizing mental process known to man. The stakes are astronomical, and after painfully running out of ideas many times over, the unthinkable happens. The Enigma machine's secret is cracked, and the fate of the war, along with the course of history, is forever changed. Number 8, World Wide Worm. Picture the internet as a hacker's paradise where cybersecurity is still in its infancy. This cyber Wild West sets the scene for a brilliant but reckless college kid named Robert Tappan Morris to unleash a digital monster that would end up bringing down 10% of the entire internet. The Morris worm is simply a program coded to break into unsecured computers with weak passwords and vulnerable services, and then copy itself only 14% of the time. But this worm, designed only as an experiment, turns completely destructive, with far greater consequences than expected. The Morse worm is now unleashed and entirely out of control, knocking 10% of the entire internet offline by replicating itself way too quickly, overwhelming systems and causing a complete denial of service. Morris's experiment turned full-blown crisis ultimately leads to him becoming the very first person convicted of a felony under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, setting a new precedent for cybercrime prosecution while at the same time perhaps inspiring a new generation of curious hackers to follow dangerously in his footsteps. Number 7, starting nuclear war. In the dark side of hacking, one's genius and curiosity can unexpectedly lead down a path of destruction. Meet Kevin Mitnick, the world's most notorious hacker. Mitnick got an early start in hacking as a teen, and his skills in breaching the security of countless networks earned him world-class status, not only in the hacking community, but also landing him at the top of the FBI's most wanted list. With intense heat on his back, Mitnick manages to keep cool under the pressure and uses his genius hacking skills to evade capture for 3 entire years. Using fake identities, skipping from city to city, and applying all his unconventional thinking to keep him from behind bars. But as his legend grew, so did the fear. Upon his inevitable capture, the feds convinced the judge that Mitnick had the power to unleash a digital apocalypse, literally starting a nuclear war with nothing more than a payphone and a whistle, ensuring him over 8 months in solitary confinement and several more years locked behind bars. What do you think? Is this punishment too harsh? Could a whistle really start a nuclear war? Let us know in the comments. Number 6, viral outbreak. We're about to dive into a digital pandemic that would bring the internet down to its knees. March 26, 1999, David L. Smith, a 30-year-old American programmer, unleashes his creation upon the world. Meet Melissa, the virus that would become the most notorious of its time, causing around $80 million in damages. Melissa is a macrovirus, an embedded script designed to spread just by opening emailed Word documents. It was cleverly disguised as an email attachment from someone you trusted with a tantalizing message line. Here's that document you asked for. Don't show anyone else. Winky face. As users open the infected doc, Melissa replicates itself, sending out 50 new emails to contacts in the victim's address book. It's exponential chaos, with each new host spreading the virus even further. The internet is in meltdown mode. Servers crash, networks get overwhelmed, and companies like Microsoft, Intel, and even the US military are forced to shut down their email systems. In just a few days, Melissa infects an estimated 1 million email accounts worldwide, causing $80 million in damages. A true wake-up call for the digital world, proving we're not prepared to handle this level of cyber warfare. David L. Smith, the mastermind behind Melissa, would eventually be caught and sentenced to 20 months in prison. But his creation had already left an indelible mark on the internet landscape, forcing the world to completely rethink digital security. Number 5, digital heist. In a digital heist like nothing that has ever been seen before, Yahoo emerges as the world record holder for the most colossal data breach in history. For 3 entire years, a digital tsunami of hacks is unleashed, waves of stolen data crashing down from Yahoo servers, exposing accounts, emails, and even the most sensitive personal information, leaving users vulnerable to identity theft, fraud, and blackmail. Millions of hacked Yahoo accounts get sold on the dark web, but that number is just a mere shadow of the staggering 3 billion plus accounts that are stolen. Not only that, but this finally gets revealed during the sale of Yahoo to Verizon Communications. Its buying price plummets an entire $350 million as a result of the hacks and secret cover-ups by executives. Number 4, a social nightmare. This hack that changed the world is about to blow your mind. Imagine a data firm with ties to the highest echelons of power. We're talking military, royalty, world leaders, hacking and exploiting Facebook's massive user base to siphon off 87 million Facebook profiles without consent, and then selling insights on that data as a service to government officials. Not only that, but this time, unlike the other hacks we've seen so far, the most severe punishment goes not to the hackers, nor to the customers buying their illicit services, but to Facebook itself, setting an all-time new record for the largest fine in history for getting hacked. The fine totals $5 billion set by the FTC for privacy violations, not to mention Facebook's stock price crashing like a digital house of cards, 24% or $134 billion just a week after the hack gets exposed. The intersection of technology and politics can get a little messy, to say the least. Could this be the start of a new era in how hacking crimes are prosecuted? Let us know in the comments what you think. Number 3, Stuxnet. When machines turn against their masters, the very fabric of industry and productivity is haunted by digital ghosts. Cyber warfare has begun. In this high-stakes game of nation-states fighting for digital supremacy, one malware stands tall as a masterclass in sabotage. Its name? Stuxnet. Stuxnet is the stuff of legend, a malware that rewrites the rules of modern warfare by targeting Iran's nuclear facilities, manipulating centrifuges to self-destruct in a fiery blaze of spinning chaos. What makes Stuxnet truly remarkable is its ability to evade detection, hiding in plain sight like a digital chameleon. It's suspected to be a joint creation by the brightest cyber warfare minds from Israel and the United States. Both countries, however, claim no official responsibility. This automated violence leaves the world completely stunned, Iran's nuclear program in utter catastrophe, and everyone wondering, what in the world is next? Number 2, the worst hack in history. Born from the ashes left behind by Stuxnet, a new sinister group was secretly studying its source code, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash Shamoon, a new cyber weapon forged in the fires of Stuxnet's innovation. Described as the most destructive attack the business sector has seen, Shamoon is a cyber explosive ticking away, waiting to unleash complete destruction on a massive scale. Shamoon isn't just an ordinary hack. It's a precision-guided missile aimed straight at the heart of the global economy, designed to cripple Saudi Arabia's oil infrastructure. With its advanced wiper malware, Shamoon erases and completely destroys entire systems, leaving nothing but digital rubble in its wake. Over 30,000 computer systems are left entirely in ruins. The attack is so brutal that even the most seasoned cybersecurity experts are left stunned, even going so far as to calling it the worst hack in history. This time, Iran is alleged to be behind this hack. However, they too deny official responsibility for this cyber weapon. Number 1, hostage crisis. In May 2021, a nightmare scenario occurs. A direct cyber attack on United States infrastructure hits hard. America's largest oil pipeline is hacked with ransomware and finds itself in a dire hostage situation. Its systems are taken over and locked, spurring a declaration of emergency across 17 US states. The experienced attackers, known as DarkSide, are believed to be based out of Russia, who also, of course, claims no official responsibility, use state-of-the-art hacking techniques, bringing the pipeline behemoth that supplies 45% of all fuel to the East Coast United States to its knees. The pipeline systems go dark. Fuel runs out in major cities across the region, and panic sets in. The pipeline's defenders scramble to contain the damage, but the clock is ticking and tension is at an all-time high. Faced with an impossible situation, the pipeline gives in and pays the hackers $5 million in ransom. And as soon as the chaos set in, the infamous DarkSide disappears entirely into the digital abyss, never to be seen again, and setting the stage for a new era of hacking, where attackers have the power of nation-states and will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. Now it's your turn. You can help me hack the algorithm by hitting that like button and subscribing for more cyber sorcery. And leave a comment if you know any other incredible hacks we didn't cover in this video.